You know how we usually pick books? It's based on like a buzzy review or a really cool cover. But what if your reading list wasn't just about escaping your life for a few hours? What if it was about actively building the life you actually want? Today, we're going to move way beyond just talking about plots. We're diving into how you can curate a whole reading lifestyle.
Seriously, just think about that for a second. Have you ever done that? Because that's the big idea we're unpacking today. We're talking about looking at reading not just as some passive hobby, but as a real, intentional way to design your life.
All right, so let's dive right in. We're talking about something that sources like the Every Girl call a life edit for your bookshelf. It's all about making reading your new favorite hobby. You know, a tool you can actually use to romanticize your everyday life and really connect with what you want deep down.
Okay, to kick things off, we're going to explore two super different but equally powerful reading moods that are totally trending right now. So, on one side, you've got that cozy, comforting Stars Hollow vibe. And on the other? Oh, that delicious emotional tension that comes with the art of yearning. Let's break them both down.
First up, let's talk about the Stars Hollow vibe. I mean, you know the one. This mood is for literally anyone who's ever dreamed of living in a town that feels like it's straight out of a movie. We're talking quirky neighbors, a super charming town square, and of course, an endless supply of coffee.
So what exactly is this vibe? Well, it's all about small-town romance books. But the goal here isn't just to read a story, right? It's to feel like you are completely wrapped up in that world. It's all about chasing that super cozy, comforting feeling of being in a fictional town that you honestly wish was real.
And here's the best part. Bringing that feeling to life goes way beyond just the pages of the book. It's really about creating a whole ritual. The sources we looked at suggest pairing these books with something like a solo date to a cute local bakery, or even just carving out a quiet, intentional afternoon for yourself right at home. And hey, if you are staying in, you can build the entire physical aesthetic around it. Think about adding little things like metal taper candle holders for that warm, flickering glow, a super soft, textured throw blanket to get all curled up in, and obviously, a warm drink in your favorite mug. The whole point is to make your reading nook just as cozy as the town you're reading about.
All right, let's completely switch gears. We're moving away from that cozy comfort and diving headfirst into some emotional electricity. This next mood, it's all about the tension, that slow, delicious buildup, and the incredible resilience you see in characters who really have to fight for their connection.
And I'm just going to say it. We are officially in our era of bringing back yearning. I mean, after years and years of instant gratification everything, there's this huge cultural swing happening right now. People are starting to appreciate the wait, the anticipation, and that really deep emotional journey again.
So, what does this yearning vibe actually look like? Well, the genre often uses amazing tropes like forced proximity, where the characters are kind of stuck together, or enemies to lovers to create that amazing slow burn tension. The characters themselves are usually pretty guarded, but they're also super resilient. And the real appeal? It's all about that delicious, sometimes agonizing buildup.
And here's something really fascinating from the source material. This isn't just about pure escapism. A writer for the Every Girl actually shared how reading romantasy, that mix of romance and fantasy, genuinely improved her real-life relationship. It kind of suggests that exploring these super complex dynamics on the page can give us a whole new language and a better understanding for our own connections.
So, whether you're drawn to those cozy little towns or the super intense slow burns, the real power here comes from turning these moods into a meaningful ritual. It's all about how we can transform reading from just something we do to kill time into a really intentional practice for a more mindful life.
Okay, here's a really simple, totally doable micro-habit you could literally start tomorrow. First, set the scene, just like we were talking about. Make it feel special. Second, and this one is so important, put your phone away. The whole goal is to get away from all that overstimulation. And third, just try reading 10 pages. That's it, just 10 pages before you even think about touching your phone in the morning.
And listen, this isn't just about trying to read more books. It's a powerful brain hack. When you start your day with a story that you control, instead of a social media feed that controls you, it helps you feel way less addicted to all that constant digital noise. You feel more present and, honestly, more powerful in your own life story. Okay, so let's tie all of this together. Curating your reading vibe, it's not some silly, trivial thing. It's a real tool for what we're calling a life edit. It's a way to check in with yourself and start steering your life in the direction you actually want it to go. And really, at the heart of all of this is this key psychological idea called intrinsic motivation.
Basically, when you read just for the fun of it, you're tapping into this incredibly powerful force. You're doing something purely because you enjoy it, not because you're getting some external reward for it. And, let's be real, that's a feeling a lot of us have kind of lost. Reading is such a perfect way to get it back.
So when you put this all together, the benefits are just so clear. A dedicated reading ritual, it helps you find that intrinsic motivation we just talked about. It becomes a real tool for your personal life edit. It can help you reclaim dreams you might have put on a shelf, improve your real-world connections, and just feel calmer and less overstimulated. I mean, it's a total win-win.
Ultimately, it really all comes down to this. When you're intentional about it, your reading list stops being just some random list of books. It actually becomes a reflection of your most authentic self, of your hopes, your dreams, and the kind of life that you're actively creating page by page.
And that leaves us with one last question for you to think about. Go ahead, take a look at your own bookshelf, or your nightstand, or your Kindle library. What vibe is it curating for you right now? And maybe more importantly, is that the vibe you truly want?